Hello and welcome. This is a short yoga practice designed for you to help you release stiffness and tension out of your back, your hips, and your legs. Let's begin. Find your way onto your yoga mat and come onto your back. We start with a couple of bridge poses to lengthen the spine and to release the lower back. Your shoulders and your upper arms are pressing into the ground. As you inhale, lift your hips up, lengthen your whole front body. And then exhale to release vertebra by vertebra mindfully. Inhale, lift hips up, lengthen front side of the legs, belly, chest, and then release. Inhale again. Your lower back is soft. You're feeling the stretch. You're breathing into the stretch. One more round, lift up. This time you can interlace your hands behind your back to go even deeper. Press your shoulders and your upper arms into the ground, into the mat. Breathe into the opening of your chest. Your neck is free, you're breathing into space. Shoulders are pressing down to hold your weight. You're not squeezing your bum. One more inhalation and then release. Lower down vertebra by vertebra, and then if you want, squeeze your knees and give yourself a nice lower back massage. If you can cross over and grab the outside edges of your feet, this feels really nice. Wiggle from one side to the other. We tend to have some stiffness around our lower back, especially when you are running or hiking. So let's mobilize it. Bend your right knee, extend your left knee. And from here we are twisting. Your right arm is extended. And then you exhale and lift your left knee over to your left side. Stretching the whole spine. Breathe into the stretch. Send the breath all the way down into your right hip. Allow your knee to drop down to the left side. Let go in your hip. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale to release. And come back to center. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. Mobilize your hip with little circles, little movements. Just bring in more mobility and more ease into your hip. And then lift your legs and give it a big shake and change sides. So bend your left knee. Twist over to the other side. Extend your left arm. Inhale to lengthen. Create space between every vertebra. And exhale to twist a little bit more. Small, subtle movements. Bringing more ease and relaxation to your lower back. Inhale slowly back to center. Squeeze your left knee into your chest. Mobilize the left hip joint with little circles, little movements. Wonderful. And then squeeze both knees in. And find a way into seated position. Rock yourself up. So we're sitting on our toes and coming into nice neck stretches. When we are running, moving, carrying heavy backpacks or such, we all have some tension in our back. So let's start with little circles. Move your head from side to side. Breathe into some relaxation. Pull your right shoulder down. Pull your left shoulder down. Move the head into the opposite direction. Create space between shoulders and ears. Open your throat. Open your collarbones, your whole chest. Release your jaw. And from here we are finding our way into a more stable seat. Ideally sit cross-legged. Sit on a block or anything that's lifting your hips up if you want. And make sure your spine is long. That's what we want. Long spine. Connect to your breath. And as you inhale, lift up, lengthen. Side body long. Open your arms wide. We'll go into a deeper shoulder stretch. Look over to your right shoulder. Turn the right shoulder outward. And then bring the right arm, the hand behind your back. You can grab it with the other hand to go a little deeper. And then breathe into the stretch. Pull your right shoulder away from your right ear and look into the opposite direction if that feels good. Take a few gentle breaths here to create more space. With every exhalation you can release. Bring more ease to your shoulder, your neck, your face. Release that tension and then release your arms. Lift them up, shake them out, release any tension there. Lift your arms up high and change sides. Look over to your left hand, left outer rotation on your shoulder, and then bring the arm behind again. Grab it to go a little deeper. And now breathe into the stretch on the other side. No hard pushing and pulling, more subtle, gentle movements to release that tension, to open up your neck, the head, the back. All tend to hold a lot of tension. Let's take a moment. That's all directly related to our hips, the lower back. Stretch it all out. Back to center. Release. Release your seat and find your way onto your knees into flowing cat-cow stretches, inviting more space into the spine. Please exhale and sink your hips back to your heels. Extend arms forward, create space between your vertebrae. Inhale, come onto all fours. Exhale, flow back, hips to heels, creating length. Inhale, onto all fours. And flow back, hips to heels, creating even more length, lubricating your spine, inviting ease and relaxation into your lower back. One more, flow forward and flow back with your breath. Inhale, come all the way up, and then please tuck your toes and sit on your toes. Toe stretch, wonderful for all runners and hikers. And if you want, circle your head again, creating more relaxation in your neck and jaw area. Find that sweet spot where you feel some tightness and try to breathe into it to release it. And find your way onto your knees again. Extend the left foot. Left leg is long, stretching the whole back side of your left leg. Inhale, turn over to your right side. Inhale, your left hand up. Left hand is reaching for the sky. You're opening your chest, your side body. If you want, you can extend the left arm over your head. Left leg is pressing down into the ground. Whole side body stretch, releasing the hips and back to center. Change sides, extend the right leg, stretch it all out. Inhale over to your left side and reach the right hand up, either into the sky or over your head. Pressing the right outer edge of the foot into the ground, and the hand is reaching forward or over your head, creating lots of space between hips and ribs, releasing the psoas muscle, and back to center. Wiggle your hips a little bit and then push back into an open child's pose. Lower back release. Your hands are reaching forward, and then with your next inhalation, come back up, tuck your toes, stretch out in down dog. Little baby steps, and then look forward to the front of your mat. Walk forward. Grab opposite elbows and let the whole front body dangle over your bent legs. Sway from one side to the other. Create relaxation and ease, more length. Stretch out your legs, let your whole spine hang and create space. The whole idea is here to invite relaxation. Breathe into the sensation. No tension in your lower back. Exhale it all out and then release your hands. Bend your knees a lot. Find your way back into down dog. Stretch it all out in dog. Bend your knees for more length in your spine. With your next inhalation, roll forward into plank. One line of energy, strong plank, and lower down knees, chest and chin. Open your chest and scoop through into a nice gentle cobra. Open your heart. Lower down with bent knees back into down dog. 2 breath and down dog. to invite deeper stretches and even more length into the whole backside of your body. The legs, the whole backside, lower back, mid back, upper back. And then we add more flows. Inhale into plank, bend knees back into down dog. So mobilizing plank, down dog flows. Exhale, down dog. Inhale into plank again. Last time. Bend knees back into down dog. Stretch it out. Look to your right hand and then step the right foot forward. Low lunge. Find your alignment. Lower left knee down. Deep hip stretch. Shift your hips back as you exhale. Extend your right leg. Fold over your right leg. Inhale, come forward into lunge. Sink deep. Exhale, hips back, extend right leg. Inhale, forward. Mini flow, half split, runner's lunge. And lunges. To sink deep into the hips, to strengthen and lengthen the hamstrings, especially the right hamstring here. Find your right alignment, square out your hips, extend the right leg a lot. As you exhale, fold your whole front body, upper body over your extended right knee. Go deep into the calf muscle. Flex your right foot if you can. Breathe into the sensation. Breathe to release. And then we're transitioning into our next pose. So we're sitting back onto our sitting bones. Keep the left knee bent. Pull the calf muscle away on your left side so your left knee has a bit more space. Extend your right leg. You're sitting evenly on both sitting bones. This is a deep, deep quadricep stretch. So going deep into the front side of your left thigh. You can massage yourself a little, warm up the muscles. See how deep you can go. This is intense. So you might want to come onto your elbows. You might just want to sit. Or if you feel good, come all the way down onto your back. Full front body stretch, especially deep quad stretch on the left side. As a tip, you can tuck your tailbone, so don't overextend your lower back. And breathe. Again, with every exhalation, release any tension. Inhale, come all the way up, gently, gently. Enjoy the sensation. Push forward and then find your way into down dog. Stretch out the leg. Walk it all out. Move from one side to the other. Sway your hips. Take a deep exhalation. Step your left foot forward. Find your way into lunge. We're changing sides. 3 times. Runners, stretch, and low lunge. Exhale, push hips back, extend left leg. Inhale forward to sink deep into the hips. Exhale, push back, fold forward. Inhale to sink deep. Exhale to extend deep into the hamstrings, left side. Move with your breath, creating space in your hips, sinking deep, letting go, and creating even more space in your hamstrings. Calf muscles. Glute muscles, all the nice muscles that we're using every day when we're walking, running, cycling, or hiking. Last time, stay a little longer. Prepare yourself, square out your hips. Find that you're in the right position. And then go deep. With the whole inhalation, create a lot of length in your spine. Exhale, fold over your stretched leg. Flex the left foot to go even deeper into the calf muscle. And breathe to release. Enjoy the sensation. And then lift up again and shift your hips back. Come into seated position on your mat. Your right knee is bent. Make sure there is no pain in your knee. Be gentle, very, very careful always. Extend your left foot. Stay here if this feels good. This can be already very intense. Deep stretch for your right quad already. The front side of your right leg, your right upper leg, your thigh. If you feel good, lay down, lower down, come onto your elbows. Gentle, gentle, breathe into that sensation. And if it feels good, lower down all the way. Breathe into this. Make sure there is no pain in your knee and no pain in your lower back. Never ever at no time, otherwise back off. I recommend to tuck your tailbone a little to take some pressure off. And breathe. Allow those big muscles in your leg to stretch out fully. Like this, you'll invite a better blood circulation and relaxation in general into your body. And then lift yourself back up. Enjoy the sensation in your knee and find your way back into a down dog. A down dog to stretch it all out. You can shake out your head, wiggle your hips, shift them from side to side. Do what feels good. Create length and space in your whole body. From here we are transitioning into Pigeon Pose. For that, please inhale your left leg up. Stretch it out, lengthen, and then bring the left leg forward. Bend the left knee. Place it down to your left hand. Bend your knee in an angle that feels good for you. You want to protect your left knee and you want to feel sensation in your left glute, the big butt muscle. Square your hips so you have a right alignment, left outer rotation in your left hip, inner rotation with your right hip. And when you feel comfortable, lean forward and come onto your elbows. Maybe you want to stretch out fully and surrender. Place your head down on the ground, maybe onto your hands. See what feels good for you. You can stay upright. Maybe you want to even back off. But if it feels good, just surrender here and breathe into the stretch. Breathe into the left big glute muscle. Allow it to open and create some space. Deep breath here. When your next inhalation comes, lift yourself back up. Find a gentle way to get out of the pose. Swing your right leg forward and sit cross-legged if that's in your capacity. We're just moving and creating balance. So circle your upper body, your whole spine. Couple of movements to find balance and neutralize hips and your spine. Other way around. And then let's create more balance and come into the other side. So stretch back, find your way back into down dog. Stretch out your hips. And then prepare to stretch out your right leg up into the sky. Breathe, bend that right knee and bring it forward. Pigeon on the other side. Bend your right leg. Check the angle. See how you feel. Find your alignment. And breathe into the big right glute muscle. That's the big one that we want to stretch. If you are flexible and your hips are open, you can bring your front foot into a 90-degree angle. If you do that, make sure your foot is flexed. So always keep your foot active to protect your knee. Breathe into the sensation. Go as far as you want to, go as far as you can. And protect your knee at all times. Enjoy the stretch, enjoy the sensation. Deep breath here. Every exhalation is an invitation to release some tension. One last breath here before you lift your upper body back up and find your way into a cross-legged seat. Find balance, mobilize your whole spine. Circles are a beautiful way to do so. Circle left side, right side. See what your body needs right here, right now. Feel into the sensation of this pose. It's a deep one. Pigeon is also called lower back release pose. The big glute muscles are directly connected to our lower back. Let's stretch out our lower back even more with an open child's pose, wide-legged open child's pose. Your hands are wandering forward and your whole spine is long. Your hips are heavy, sinking to your heels. One deep breath here. Shoulders are away from your ears. Then inhale yourself back up and find your way onto your back. Come into Badaknasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and then open your knees wide. Allow your hips to open, to soften. Send deep breath into your belly. Send the breath all the way down into your hips. Total relaxation. Then bring the knees back together. Give yourself a last squeeze before you find your way into Shavasana. Mini Shavasana, 2-3 minutes here. Open your shoulders. Make sure your head is relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Your shoulders are heavy on your yoga mat. Your hips are heavy here on your yoga mat. Your feet are relaxed. Your whole front body is relaxed. The space between your eyebrows is soft and relaxed. Your face is relaxed. Your whole back body is heavy on the ground. Just breathe. Feel free to stay here. Stay in Shavasana as long as it feels good for you. Whenever you're ready, gently bend your knees before you come out. Finish your practice. Thank you for taking the time, for investing into yourself and into your own health and well-being. Namaste.